Hello everyone, I'm Alex. I'm a tower controller here at BVA, and today I'd just like to walk you through how to fly using the air traffic control provided by BVA. So today we'll be doing a short flight from LaGuardia to Allentown Airport. So the first thing you're going to want to do is log into Flight Desk and see which controllers are online. Right now there are 4 controllers online, 2 at Allentown, 1 at LaGuardia, and we have New York Center online. So with that, I decided that we'd fly from LaGuardia to Allentown, and we'd do a VFR just to show you how basic VFR terminology and air traffic control work. So we'll hopefully pick up flight following along the way. So after that, you want to log into Flight Simulator with wherever you want to start. In this case, I started LaGuardia. Then you want to pick up the So plug that in and take a listen.
Visibility 10. Few clouds at 5,500, 8,500 scattered. Temperature 13. Dew point -2. Altimeter 2967. Visual approach to runway 31 in use. Departing runway 4. All aircraft read back all hold short instructions and assigned altitudes. Bird activity in vicinity of airport. Advise on initial contact. You have information Tango. LaGuardia Airport information Tango. 0051 Zulu. Wind 340 at 16. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 5,005.
Alright, so it sounds like we got a pretty good crosswind for runway 4. The thing about the ATC is that you should listen to it at least once just to pick up all the information. If you need to listen to it twice, that's up to you. I keep a notebook around just for writing things down. A notebook is actually invaluable when you're writing down IFR clearances. It's hard to remember all of that. So you should definitely keep a notebook around if you have one. So the next thing we're going to do is contact LaGuardia Tower. Since LaGuardia ground is offline, we can't contact them. So
340 at 16.
Their frequency is
Visibility
118.7, so we got that plugged in. So we'll give them a call and let them know that we're on the GA ramp and we're looking for clearance out of the Class Bravo airspace.
1,500 feet approaching Hoggy, horizontal ridge, and looking for landing instructions to LaGuardia Airport.
And sometimes you gotta wait for someone else on the frequency to get instructions, and that's what we're doing right now.
November 49. November 49, proceed through the... November 49, proceed direct LaGuardia via the East River exclusion.
Alright, should be ready to go here in just a second. LaGuardia Tower, November 2424 Alpha, we're at the GA ramp. We'd like VFR clearance to Allentown Airport.
2424 Alpha, LaGuardia Tower, good evening. Cleared to operate, correction, cleared out of New York Class Bravo at or below 1,500. Departure, frequency 125.32, squawk 1215.
Cleared out of the Class Bravo airspace at or below 1,500. Departure frequency 125.32, squawk 1215.
November 2424 Alpha, read back correct, information tango is current, advise ready to taxi.
We'll advise Cessna 2424 Alpha. So what he just gave us there was a clearance out of the Class Bravo airspace. Because LaGuardia is in Class Bravo airspace, we need clearance to operate within it. So the first thing he told us was that we were cleared to exit it, and then we were able to do that at or below 1,500 feet. So our MSL altitude at the altimeter right here can't go above 1,500 unless we get a raised ceiling from ATC. He also told us that our departure frequency would be 125.32, and we should squawk 1215. And there's the transponder right there. And I have the number plugged in already, and that'll give ATC information about where we are and our altitude. So with that, I believe we're ready to taxi out. Runway 4 is active, and that's pretty close to where we are. So I'm actually going to plug in our destination on the GPS. You should have this program before you leave wherever you're taking off from. So let's see, Allentown. There we go. Okay, so we got that plugged in. We're 71 miles away. Alright, that should be about an hour or so flight. Probably less, actually. So we'll call LaGuardia ground and our tower and let them know that we're ready to taxi. LaGuardia Tower, Cessna 2424 Alpha, GA ramp, we're ready to taxi.
Number 2424 Alpha, runway 4, taxi via Alpha Alpha.
Runway 4, taxi via Alpha Alpha, Cessna 2424 Alpha. So what he gave us there was our taxi clearance. That lets us taxi to runway 4. We have to hold short of runway 4. We can't cross it or go onto it or anything. And we're taxiing via the taxiway Alpha Alpha. And you can see the sign off on the left-hand side of the screen over there. It says Alpha Alpha. And it's a right turn right here. Windsock is showing a major crosswind, and it's never a bad idea to check your around the airplane before you turn like this, since people might be coming down that way and ground may have missed it. We try not to miss things because that leads to bad things, but sometimes it does happen. And we're taxiing out, almost there. Another thing is that if you're ever confused about what we just said, just ask directly to the controller's desk.
Ready to do it.
Number 2424 Alpha will advise when ready for takeoff. Thank you. Somebody just told us there was that we should let them know when we're ready to take off, which we aren't yet because we're not holding short. But as I was saying, if you have any questions about what the controller said, just ask them. We're all friendly. I would rather you ask.
Number 49, enter left downwind for runway 31.
Then make a mistake, and it's okay to make mistakes, but you don't want to make one if it if you can prevent it. If you know what I'm saying. All right, and that is the basics of how ground ops work on BVA. So we're gonna call up tower here and let them know that we're ready to go in just a second when I make sure that our aircraft is configured to take off. Looks like it is. Yep. And what we're going to do before we take off, we're going to tune in the departure frequency of 125.32 before we leave. That'll just prevent additional workload when we're in the air, just to make things a little bit safer. And we won't switch that over until we're told to, so we can keep talking to tower. LaGuardia Tower, Cessna 2424 Alpha. We're holding short runway 4 here. We're ready for takeoff.
Number 2424 Alpha, the wind 34016, westbound departure approved, runway 4 clear for takeoff.
Westbound departure approved, runway 4 clear for takeoff, Cessna 2424 Alpha. Now when you're lining up on the runway, it's important to make sure that you're lining up on the correct runway, so you make sure that the number there is actually 4. If it isn't, you should stop immediately and talk to the controller, because you may be intruding on another aircraft's runway. Another thing you should do is visually check your heading indicator to make sure that the heading is correct. And that does two things. It makes sure that your heading indicator is correct, and it also makes sure that the runway is also correct. So we're going to throttle up here.
49, the wind 34016, runway 31, clear to land.
And at about 55 knots for this aircraft, we're going to rotate. And you have to take, not quite yet.